good morning to our esteemed viewers. It's a very cold day in Lagos. Yes, it rained all through the night and we woke up to the cold this morning. Hope you're all ready for work. Hope you're all protecting yourself, and to our parents, please protect our kids. The weather is not friendly this period. We need to be careful. Make sure they are all wearing inner singlets before they put on their school uniform to help prevent so much cold from getting into them. Today is the 27th day in the month of June 2024. Yes, June is running. By Sunday, we'll be saying bye to June and welcoming July, the month of perfection. Anyway, when we get to that point, we'll talk about it. Okay, this is Family and Values on Galaxy Television, where we are reaching out for the stars. Thank you for being our guest on the show this morning. Please, we are streaming across all our social media platforms. Download the Galaxy mobile app so that you can watch us on the go. Turn on your Facebook and X notifications so that you know when Family and Values is on the show. And yes, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. There are a lot of topics you don't want to miss. A lot. Like we say, Family and Values is where we talk about everything that has to do with families. Those little values you feel, we remind you. We talk about it. We make sure that every family is at peace with themselves. Like I used to say, a good family is a betterment of the society. Every one of us came out of a family, so it's important we remind ourselves of those values we've lost, So throughout the week, we talk about relationship, we talk about everything. We talk about marriage, we talk about dating, courtship, and yes, our Thursdays are dedicated to health. Yes, you cannot have a good family that is not healthy. A healthy family is a product of a good family too. So our Thursdays are always dedicated to health. Like I say, I'm coming from the gym. Don't worry. Don't ask me how I had makeup or from the gym. I was just coming straight to serve you, Yes, and today is going to be another Thursday where we'll be discussing something very important that we all know and we need in our family, Don't go anywhere. My name still remains Joy Abu. And yes, today I'm doing this alone because Olori is still resting, Don't worry. She'll be with us and then she'll get back to, Mama Gen Z mood. As we are sending our love to Olori wherever she is. I know she's watching. She's always watching because she has missed you for too. We miss her here on this other side. On that note, let's go on a mini feature, and when we return, our guest is seated to do justice to our topic this morning. We'll see you on the other side. Okay, welcome back from that mini feature. Yes, you've seen it. We are talking about supplements and its usage. Yeah, let me put it this way, dairy supplements and its usage. We are in an era where lots of people take a lot of things. You wake up and today they are selling one supplement out there, tomorrow they are taking. In fact, I was talking to a friend in the course of doing investigation. I said, oh, I need supplements. And she said, which one do you want? Which vitamins do you want to replace? I said, no, I don't want. I need one that will make me look younger. She said, okay, you need anti-aging supplements. And it got to me, I was like, okay. Everybody wants to look young. Everybody wants to supplement. We are in an era where people want to supplement their health. But hey, can you really supplement good health, for whatever you take into your system? But anyway, we have someone in that field that will really help us and give us a broader knowledge. So for those of you that are fond of buying supplements here, come closer. Let's have this conversation. Our guest in the studio is a microbiologist. Yes, that was what she studied in school, so you understand where I'm coming from. And she also works with the food and supplements industry. So you see that the person we are introducing to you is the right person for this topic. Okay, we have Augustina Anibolu. I hope I got that right. Yes, I did. I wanted to pronounce that. Good morning, welcome to the show.
Thank you, good morning.
Okay, thank you very much for honoring our invitation. Yes, I know. Yes, sometimes you'll be like, should I not? But thank you for being here. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Okay, now when I sent the topic to you, supplements and its usage, I know you work in that industry, so you just be smiling that these people have come again. But what are supplements generally? What when we talk about supplement, what do we classify as supplements?
Okay, thanks so much for this privilege.
Thank you.
Okay, when we talk about supplements, also known as dietary supplements, we're actually talking about products that contain nutrients or ingredients that are lacking from our diet.
Okay,
That's
that are lacking from our
Our
diet.
diet, yes.
So automatically, if we have a very good balanced diet, we don't need supplements. Is that it, or we still need?
Well, I wouldn't say we don't need it. We still need it because of many factors.
Because of many factors.
Yes.
Okay, now let's talk about those factors. What are those factors that will warrant someone that wants to take supplements? I just during the intro I did mention that I was talking to, and the person said no, you need anti-aging supplements. Now, what are those factors that, okay, fine, this is the reason why this person needs this supplement and this particular kind of supplements?
Okay, to start with, you know, supplements was introduced,
Okay.
or let's say the development of supplements, and then the demand for supplements was introduced based on these factors. When people started discovering that they are lacking some certain nutrients, like deficiency in certain areas in terms of nutrients. Now, these things include minerals,
Okay.
it includes vitamins,
Okay.
and there is no amount of food that you are going to eat that you will get
That will
all the
provide that
necessary
necessary
nutrients
quantity,
that,
yeah.
yes, quantity of vitamins and
Nutrients.
minerals that you need. So you need the supplements in order to supplement the food that you are eating so that you will get what you want.
So
It's not,
in other words, everybody should should have some amounts of supplements that they take in their system.
yes, because it's not about what you eat, but it's about the nutrients that you get, that your body needs.
That your
from what
body
you are
needs
eating.
from what you're eating. So that means I could sit down, like I have some beautiful fruits around me. I could sit down and have a whole lot of fruits, and at the end of the day, I'm not having the required nutrients that my body needs, and automatically it will lead to deficiencies. And
Exactly.
okay, now, so what are those deficiencies that we lack, that when we don't take supplements, that our body lack, and maybe it could result to something that we don't know anyway?
Okay. Example of it is vitamins, like vitamin C, vitamin D. You understand? Then apart from that, you know, when we are processing our meal and the refining processes, many of these nutrients are being stripped away from the natural nutrients. Thereby, as we are eating, we just find out that you are just taking something
shots.
that does not contain the main nutrient that your body needs.
Okay, so what are those basic nutrients that everybody out there, whether you're sick, you're strong, you're healthy, you should have in, like you should know that, okay, in a day at least I should take this amount of supplements, just like you mentioned vitamin C and vitamin D.
Yes.
I know of people that have made it a habit to take vitamin C every day of their life. You know, they'll say, okay, maybe they're taking 1,000 milligram. I don't know, I don't know the measurement, but it's a supplement to them. So are they basic supplements that everybody should take in a day? Whether you're strong, you're not strong, just know that, just to replenish whatever nutrients that the body is missing.
Yes. Examples are those supplements that they are made from whole grain foods.
Okay.
Of course, you know that whole grain food are the most important things we need in our body.
Okay.
But most times, people don't consume this whole grain food. When I talk about whole grain food, I'm talking about rice grain, soya beans, millet, wheat germ. You understand? So those supplements, they help to energize our body, and everybody needs energy, of course.
Okay, but we take rice. A lot of us take rice.
Yes,
here.
when we talk about
so now you mention rice, I'm being curious. Like, hey, hello, young lady, we all eat rice, but then the other ones we can. But then we all eat rice.
You know, when I was talking, I didn't just say rice. I
Yeah,
said rice
rice
grain.
brain. So
Like this ofada rice,
Oh.
Yoruba call ofada rice. Now, when you are preparing ofada rice, you discover that there is this kind of oil you see on top.
yes,
That's the lipid and cellular that the body needs to carry out its activities.
And that's what we
without
wash
breaking down.
away.
Yes, we wash it away.
Wow. Okay.
So it's actually different from the normal rice we consume. Then soya beans, talk about soya beans. Some people tell you they are meant for children. Whereas it's not only children that need it, everybody needs it.
I remember while growing up, my stomach would get soya bean. She had somebody that was producing, and then every morning she would force us to take one glass. Though it wasn't sitting down well with us, but we had no choice because mommy says we have to drink it. So growing up, I felt like soya bean is just for children. I can't remember the last time I had soya bean. Maybe I don't know. But now you're mentioning it. But then we have refined soya bean. You go to the supermarkets, you see soya bean everywhere. Are there specific ones, or because we are not getting the nutrients? That's why we are supplementing it.
Exactly.
Okay, now you've said something and you talked about. My issue is, I want people to understand, our viewers to understand that are quick to buy. You know, we have a lot of supplements out there. Every now and then, you want to buy supplements, they'll say, oh, this is good for you, this is good for you. If we are looking out for supplements, what should we look out for? What are those minerals? What are those nutrients? If I pick a supplement, what are those things I should look out for before purchasing it? And what quantity should I, okay, fine, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for this. Should I look out for? Because we have a lot out there. And you work in that industry. I'm still coming to that though.
Okay. When it comes to supplements, you know, we have different supplements that are specific for different health care. And depending on your age, let's assume you're an elderly person, older adults. Such people, they need more of calcium in order to prevent osteoporosis. Then let's assume you are a younger person that you want to look younger, you want to look fresher.
Like us, you know.
You need more of fatty acid, fatty foods, like all this omega-3 fatty foods and all that. You understand? Then, outside that, what should we look out for? There are many things to look out for. You look at the company that produced it. Is it NAFDAC approved? What are the preparation? What are the things that they use? They're talking about the preservative. What are the things that they use to preserve it? Is it something that is harmful to the body, or is something that is beneficial to the body? So those are some of the things you need to look out for. Then of course you can go online and check it out before you venture into it.
Okay, now when you talk about fatty acid, somebody will say, no, it's going to make me blow and I want to lose weight. I don't want to be on the chubby side, I don't want to be fat. And fine, you want to still look younger. How do you marry those two together? Because I'm looking at, for skin, I know that one can say, okay, take vitamin C, you know, you're going to have a good skin, your skin will glow. And then some people inject it from their system, we're still coming to that. But then you're saying fatty acids, and I'm like, by the time I start taking omega-3, wouldn't I glow?
All right.
That's why, what quantity of omega-3 should one look out for when you're buying a particular supplement?
You see, when it comes to fatty acid, it doesn't necessarily add weight.
Oh.
Yes. It helps the heart to function well.
Wow.
Then it helps the skin to look younger. And aside that, it makes the joint to be very flexible. Do you understand? So you don't add weight. And you know, if you can recall back when I was talking, I said supplements come in different forms to meet specific needs. There are some supplements that help to control weight loss. There are some that helps to suppress appetites and so on. So you taking fatty acid will not make you to add.
Okay, now you work in the food and supplements industry. What are you people all about? Do you people check supplements? Are you people monitoring it? Are you people trying to, because we are still coming to the usage and abuse of supplements, you know, because I just want people to really understand, because this supplement thing it's so common that everybody, I have a friend that has a lot of supplements. Sometimes I'm like, what are you doing with, oh, no, this is for my skin, this is for, but can't you get all this in this thing, you know? Yes, I know there are different brands out there, you know, but is there a way people can checkmate this? If I want supplement, who is the right person that I should talk to? Do I need to go to the medical doctor? Do I need to go to the nutritionist? Do I need to meet people like you? Who are the right people, so that we don't just buy things because they are selling it to us?
Okay. You know, in every field, we need training. I studied microbiology. Sorry, I'm a microbiologist. You know, I was, from my upbringing, I was not a food nutritionist.
Okay.
You understand? It was microbiology.
Okay.
But by the time I joined this industry, I can't just go out there and start talking to people about health, because I don't know anything about the supplements. So there is need for people to go through vigorous training. You train or train and train and train and train until you know what you are doing. So if I'm to advise you, you want to get supplements, meet somebody that has the right knowledge of what he's doing. And apart from that, there are some supplements that doesn't work. When it comes to supplements, you will hardly see a supplement that does only one function. Yes. Like that omega-3 the fatty acid, omega-3 fatty acid I was talking about. It has various functions, like I listed to you.
Yes, yes.
And I forgot to ask that it also helps the brain to function well. Maybe you have a child that is not doing well in school. You can give them fatty acid, omega 3 fatty acid. It will help their brain to be very sharp.
You know, there was a time I was in a place where somebody was saying, oh, I need to get supplements for my child. And I'm like, why do you need to give your child supplements? They are too young to start introducing them to supplements. At what age should children start taking supplements? Because I know that, yes, over the counter, there are supplements even for newborn babies.
Yes.
We have supplements for that. But is there specification of age when it comes to taking supplements?
Depending on the particular supplements you want to give to them. There are some that you can give to a month baby.
But vitamin C cuts across.
It cuts across whether you are young.
Vitamin C, vitamin D cuts across.
It cuts across everybody.
Now let's come to the abuse and usage of supplements.
Okay.
Now, you and I can agree that people have abused supplements. People have, I don't know how to say it again, they've used it wrongly. And some, it has even resulted in other complications. Now, how do we stop people or advise people when it comes to the use of something? You just said something, you said the required nutrients your body needs. So even before I walk to a pharmacist or a store to get a supplement over the counter, I need to be sure of what my body needs. Now, how do I make sure of that? How do I check that, okay, this is what I'm lacking? For instance, let me talk about deficiency in vitamin D. What are those symptoms I need to see that I will sit down and say, no, I think I need vitamin C and vitamin D. And then I know some people take vitamin E, you know, for skin glow. All of us know, of course, vitamin C is but then, you know, and then for elderly people, you talked about bones. So, okay, you say, okay, once you're 50, start taking calcium. When women are pregnant, they will say, okay, take folic acid, take calcium, because of course we know it helps the fetus. So what are those deficiencies I would see that I would say, okay, I need vitamin D, not just because everybody is taking vitamin D. Because for fatty acid, you just mentioned something, and which is for the kids, and that's a good one because parents out there are listening. So now any parent that is having, you will say, okay, fine, let me start giving my child this. So for what are those deficiencies we look out for?
All right. You know, as when it comes to deficiency in vitamin D, for example, men lose nothing less than 900 ml of calcium. You know, when a man is carrying out his daily activities, in the process they lose calcium.
Okay.
Now, when a man is meeting with his wife, they also lose calcium in the process.
In the process.
Then talking about women lose more calcium. Nothing less than 1,500 ml of calcium.
Wow.
Yes. How do they lose it? You know, as a woman, we go through a lot. When a woman is seeing her monthly menses, she loses calcium in the process. When a woman is pregnant, she loses calcium. When she's giving birth, she also loses calcium. And of course, when she's breastfeeding. So that is the reason why they need calcium, to replace those ones that they are losing over time.
So for both men and women, you need calcium every day as a supplement.
It might not necessarily be every day.
Okay.
Yes, from the person that will sell it to you, you are expected to ask the person, how am I supposed to take it? Yes, they will tell you. And apart from that, if you look at the container that is containing the supplement, you will see where they wrote usage. Just follow it according to how it's being written. If they tell you to take it before meal, for example, fiber. You know, we all know that fiber helps in digestion.
Yes.
So there are some of them that you need to take maybe like 30 minutes before meal.
Before meal.
And there are some that you have to take after meal, and so on. So there is need for you to request or to require for the person that sell it to you, or read the contents on the cup or on the pack before you take it. So that will guide you.
Okay, now for those people that have abused supplements, I just told you I have a friend, she has a lot. You know, sometimes you're holding like 5, 6 supplements in your hand, and I'm like, I thought one particular product should contain everything. Like, if I'm looking for calcium, I shouldn't just go to the store and say, okay, I need calcium alone. At least I should look for a supplement that has the right amount of calcium I need, the right amount of vitamin C, the right and the way somebody is taking. So how do we prevent the abuse of supplement use?
Okay. See, it's just like when somebody is having headache. And then you decide to go over the counter and get only paracetamol. You know, there are many factors that contribute to headache. That headache might not just be ordinary headache. It might be a symptoms of typhoid or symptoms of malaria. And by the time you just consume only paracetamol, it might not go. That is why at times we tend to combine the supplements for the purpose why the person is needing it. You understand? So before you request for supplements, you are not an expert in that field. So you need to ask the person, okay, this is what I'm feeling, this is what I'm going through. What can I use? So it's the person that now recommends to you, you can take this, take this, take this. Just for it to be able to meet that specific need. If not, you might just use only one, and at the end of the day, you see it's not working.
It's not working.
Yes.
Okay, now for people that have sold supplements to us in form of medication, are supplements really make sense? Are they drugs that, you know? There was a time I saw one advert and somebody was saying, oh, if you have ulcer, you need this one, it's going to cure it. If you have this, if you have this. And from a mini feature, we've seen that supplements cannot replace medication.
Yes.
It's just like you said earlier on, you're supplementing those nutrients that you're lacking. So how can we make people understand that you taking your supplements does not stop you from taking your regular drugs? For instance, I'm not feeling fine and I walk into the hospital and I complain and they say, okay, we need to treat you for malaria and typhoid. And I feel like, okay, I'm taking one supplement that contains calcium, that contains this, okay, that should cure it. How do we try to change that narrative that supplements are not drugs? That you're taking yours. In fact, some people will tell you if you're on supplements, so hold on until you finish your medication.
That's
first.
not right.
So that's not right. Okay, so you can light us on this.
So I'm going to answer that with some testimonies.
Okay.
Okay, let me start with myself. You know, back then in 2017 when I was serving, before I went for service, I was battling with some kind of health challenge. You know, I was diagnosed with pneumonia, and then actually ran a general body checkup, and I was told that my immune system was very low. And you know, when we talk about the immune system serves as a defense mechanism for the body. And once the immune system is down, the body will be vulnerable to all manner of attack from all these disease-causing organisms like bacteria, fungi, and so on. And I was also having challenge with ulcer, gastric ulcer. So I've treated, I've gone through many medications and all that. But I was still having it.
Okay.
You know, when I came across the food supplements, that's part of the reason why I joined.
Oh, that's why you joined.
Yes, it's part of the reason why I joined.
Because you saw results.
Yes, I used it. Yes, it was a testimony to me. You understand? I am not saying we shouldn't use our normal synthetic drugs. No, supplements cannot replace drugs, and it cannot replace food. Yes, but for me, it worked for me. And actually, since I joined the company, I've actually come across many people. Example, I came across a woman who was complaining of sleepless nights, insomnia. And she was asking, is there anything I can give her that can make her sleep? I said, yes, I have something. So I gave her something. After like 4 days or thereabout, she called me and she told me that, wow, Augustina, thank you. I've not been able to sleep for so long, but since you gave me that product, I've been sleeping well.
Okay, all right, I'll hold you there. Like she has said, supplements cannot replace food. It cannot replace our synthetic drugs. They go hand in hand. Let's go on our word of mouth. But when we return, we still have our guest in the studio and we are discussing supplements and its usage. I'll see you on the other side. Usage, yes, and our guest has really been taking us through that journey, you know. Like I said earlier on, for those of you that take any little thing, supplement, come here. We are having this conversation. It's very interesting, you know. Before we went on that break, we were discussing, and you said something, supplements cannot replace food. It cannot replace now.
Yes.
For somebody who is not a foodie, you know, there are people like that. I myself, I would use myself. I find it difficult sitting down to eat. And so when people say, but you're on the big side, and I'm like, yeah, it's just God's gift, you know. Now, and sometimes I'm like, I'm not even eating, I'm not to talk of having the right nutrients and this. How do people like that, when they are looking out for supplements, what should they look out for? if I want to buy product, what should I look out for in that product? Now, I don't want products that will make me eat. No, I just want products that would, even if I take a little quantity of food, I know that, okay, I have something that is making up for this. So do I need to start looking out for, okay, 100 grams of calcium, 100 grams of vitamin C, this. What exactly should I be looking out for specifications if I want to get products?
Okay. You just said you don't want to add weight.
Yes.
But at the same time, you need to eat, so you don't get ulcer.
No. You know, when you talk about food, yes, I could. Well, people that know me too well know that food, they'll fight with me a whole lot. My loved ones know that definitely when it comes to food, you need to pin me down to really eat, because I could go a whole day and I might just snack and I'm good to go.
Well, that's not right.
Now that is where we're having the issue, you know. But then at the same time, I'm like, okay, fine. Now I want to eat, but I don't want to add weight, and I just want little quantity. But how am I sure that the little quantity I'm eating is even giving me the amount of nutrients? That's why I asked. If I go into and say, okay, I need this product, okay, I'm looking at 100 grams of calcium, okay, 1,000 grams, okay, this is right for me. So how do I know those specifications?
Just look for supplements that were made for whole grain food. That's all.
I love that. Supplements that are made from whole grain foods. So that covers both vitamin C's, it covers calcium, it covers. So everything. I hope you as people, at least those of you that used to run kitty kazaka, look for supplements that are made from whole grain foods. That's what our guest is telling you from the industry. That alone covers a lot of things. Now, let's talk about the quantity. Sometimes, you know, we human beings are very funny. You're supposed to take a particular supplement once a day, or maybe twice in a day, and then you skip day 1, day 2, day 3. Maybe the first 1 month we are very religious, we are taking it and you're seeing results, and suddenly you start getting tired. Oh, I forgot my supplements. And then one day you just wake up and you pack the 4 or 5 days you've missed, and take it now. What is the effect of excess supplements in the system? Like our mini feature talked about side effects. What are those side effects we should look out for when we are taking supplements? So that it's not just that you're trying to replace something and you're damaging something else. Because initially when we started our conversation, you said we should be careful of the composition, the preparation, so that we don't have, and then be sure it's NAFDAC registered, to be sure of it. So how do we know the right distance so that we don't, like I said, in trying to replace something, you're damaging something else? Is it that even if I've missed 5 days, I don't need to take the ones I've missed, but just continue from where you stop? So what are those side effects, negative side effects that comes with a lot of the supplements out there anyway?
All right, thank you for that. You know, when it comes to supplements, supplement does not really have negative side effects. It doesn't have side effects because there are no chemicals or contents on it. It doesn't contain chemicals. But you see, abuse of everything is bad. Just like you gave a scenario that maybe you forgot to take it for some days, and then when you come back to it, you just pack it like that. No, it's not done. It's not all supplement that you can do that to. Even though you forgot to take it for some days, when you remember, start taking it according to how you are being directed to take it. The only one you can take, like I gave you an example of whole grain food. Whole grain food, if you are asked to take one morning, one night, then okay, let me give you a scenario. Like this whole grain food, I love it a lot because I take it a lot. You know, if I'm having, let's say I'm having a migraine headache or I'm stressed, when I get home, instead of looking for drugs to take or something, you know, when someone is stressed, you can rest and
and your body will be
but there are some times that you will try to rest and
it's not working.
It's not working. Instead of taking one, I can take up to 3, 4, and it doesn't have any side effects. The only thing it does is after like 30 minutes, I will be okay and I will be energized.
It now brings out excessive energy in you. Now let's talk about the preservatives. How are most of the supplements preserved? Because now you just made a vital point. You said supplements do not contain chemicals. But how are they preserved? what are the preservative measures that are being used so that we don't, like I said, because I'm scared, you know, we have a lot of them out there, a lot. And this one will say, okay, this one will make you this, and you by the time you buy the point, you're like, hey, hope I will use my money and go and buy basic for myself, you know. So let's talk about the preservative measures. How are they preserved?
When it comes to preservative, of course they have to preserve it. What they usually use to preserve it is not harmful to the body. Example, we have folic acid. Folic acid is not harmful to the body. We have benzoate. Benzoate is not harmful to the body. And there are some of these supplements too that they don't use preservative, and it doesn't contain anything like color, no colorants, nothing. So it's not harmful.
It's not harmful at all. Now, for during the time of pregnancy, they'll take, say, folic acid, B complex. They'll mention a lot, and then they'll now tell you that as long as you're a lady in that reproductive age, you are supposed to take this every day. Now, for somebody who is watching and is feeling like, okay, I've not yet given birth, but I need the supplements that can help me. What are those basic supplements that you can say, okay, in a day, bad as it is, make sure you take this at least once. Like I talk about vitamin C always, because for me, I feel like it's easier for you to even get and then, you know, kids will just pour all in their mouth and you're like, hello, hold on, you know. But basically, for people who don't have money to buy those ones that are very expensive, because, you know, you're in that industry and you know they're expensive.
Yes, they're expensive.
But those little ones that one can go over the counter and say, okay, I just need this, because you just want to keep your body going, you just want to keep your system going. What are those basic ones that, you know, one can, the average person out there can equally buy? Because some supplements, you hear thousands of money and you're like, I don't have this kind of money. But then your body needs this nutrient. What are those basic supplements that one can get over the counter that is okay, fine?
Okay, like I make emphasis to whole grain food. They are very good for everybody, and it's not too expensive.
Okay.
Perhaps you are looking at the money. See, if you look at money, you will never take care of yourself, because you need this thing for you to be healthy. So they said a wealthy man that doesn't have good health, there is no how that man is going to enjoy the wealth. So it is better, anyhow you can do it, just try your best to take at least one supplement per day. It will go a long way to help you, your system. It will go a long way to help your overall health, your well-being.
So no matter how tough it is, try and take one supplement,
especially the ones that are made from whole grain food.
Okay, that means it covers a lot. It cuts across every thing, even for children too.
For children, even the children of 1 month, you can give it to them. You can give it to them.
1 month they can also take, and then you know.
All you need, just burst it and then put the liquid in their tongue.
You know, sometimes some people will say, I don't know how to take drugs, I don't know how to hold drugs. Are there supplements that are chewable? One can just chew,
you know, supplement comes in different forms. We have the ones that comes in capsule. Those ones, you chew them. We have the ones that come in form of tablets. You can swallow it if you want. But if you want to chew, that's good for you. Then we have the ones that comes in liquid form. We have the ones that comes in subgent form, depending on the one you want.
Okay, now as we are rounding up now, there's something I used to see on the internet. You know, we see a lot. You know, I've seen people who go to, I don't know, maybe the spa, and then we see them having this drip pass. And so I'm taking so vitamin. You know, they'll mention, and they'll say, oh, it passes through these veins. It makes you glow. It makes you look younger. How safe are those methods? Because it's a lot. It's common with our celebrities. It's common with you just see them. They are sitting down there and saying, "Oh, today I'm injecting myself," and then they are passing one vitamin C, or you just see them passing something into their system. How safe are those kind of supplements? Because I still see them as supplements too. They are supplements. How safe are they that it comes in form of drip down into your system? Like, because I feel like automatically, you know, when you talk about a soft gel, you talk about drugs, it takes time before it breaks.
Yes.
But this one just passes through. How safe are those methods of using this? And it's common, you say mostly it's vitamin C. I've seen it, they'll say it's vitamin C, and then for glow skin, and today they are taking a particular this thing, and then they are sitting down, they are passing it drip. How safe are those methods, and are they under strict supervision?
Okay, for me, I wouldn't say they are bad or they are good, because from the industry I work with, we don't have such. The ones we deal with majorly are the liquid, the capsule, the tablets. Those are the ones we deal with mostly. And of course, it has been working for me as a person. So the ones they pass, I've never done that. And I've never recommended it to anybody. So I wouldn't condemn what I don't know.
Anyway, I love that fact that you said you wouldn't condemn what you know. But then now, let's take it from this angle.
Okay.
You know, I saw a documentary where somebody was talking about supplements and was talking about basic things one should look out for. Of course, you spoke about a few of them. And I did mention where somebody was talking about that children don't need supplements because it's too early, like you're destroying their immune system. Now, let's take it from this angle. How safe is it in the system? You talked about breakdown of immune system. I know that some people have very low immune system, and every little thing, you know, their system is but then some people are, you know, they call them odeshi. They have this odeshi system that, you know, whatever thing that comes, they are this thing. But now, let's put food, supplements, and fruits hand in hand. Somebody who is constantly taking fruits, in a day, they said an apple a day keeps the doctor away. So if I decide that, okay, every day I'll be taking apples. And I had a guest here that said, for those of you that sit down and eat a bunch of banana, you just need 2 bananas a day. You understand where I'm coming from?
Yes.
And then you go, they'll say, okay, if you're taking oranges, you don't, after sucking after taking out the juice, you need to eat the back of the orange. That is where the main vitamins are. And I'm like, okay. And then I read something again that said, okay, if you're taking carrots, you don't just chew carrots, you need to parboil the carrots a little bit so that it will give you the nutrients. And my head, I'm wondering, okay, fine. I want to have nutrients in my system. But this is like stressful. You know, before I start eating carrots or pepper, you do this, you do this. Now, if you were to advise someone that takes fruits always, now, when we talk about fruits, how would you advise us to eat fruits? Generally, because somebody can have, I have a very beautiful fruit bowl in front of me here, and they're mixed with different fruits, and then I start, okay, today I'm taking apple, I'm done with apple, 5 minutes after I'm taking banana, 2 minutes after I'm taking. How should one take fruit so that you get, even if it's not, or at least to a quantity of the nutrients and minerals that your body needs before you even start thinking of supplements? Because some people will say, if I take half melon, watermelon, I'm good to go. But what is the way fruits should be administered?
Okay, I'll answer that question by taking us back to primary school, secondary school. You know, when we are in primary school, secondary school, they teach us what they call balanced diet.
Yes.
And these days, because of our busy lifestyle, we don't even have time to checkmate what we eat, whether they are balanced or not. And apart from that, if you can notice, those that stays in the village, they tend to live younger compared to those that stays in the city.
I will accept that with you.
Have you ever wondered why? What? It's because they are eating from the plant to the table. But let's assume we are in the city right now. You know, of course, they are not farming here in the city. And even if they are farming around, they tend to use the quicker means by using fertilizer, some of these chemicals, to make it grow faster. And in the process of doing that, most of these nutrients have been stripped off. And apart from that, those that they are producing from the village, as they are transporting it during the harvesting, you know, many nutrients will be lost.
Will be lost?
The transportation. And even when it gets to us here, And the process of processing, the cooking and all that, many nutrients are also lost in the process. So there is no amount of food, even the fruit itself. You know, the best fruit you can take is the one that ripe on the tree.
And then you pluck
and eat directly. But when last did you do that as a person? You know, when they are bringing this fruit, of course they will not wait for it to even ripe. They will pluck it unripe and they will transport it here. When they get here, they will still use chemicals to ripen.
Like I discovered that they use chemicals to ripen bananas.
Yes, and most of these chemicals that they are using,
they are harmful.
To the body, and as a result, most of the nutrients that we need, the body needs to be healthy, has been stripped off.
You know, somebody was sharing with me that she recently traveled while we round up. She recently traveled and discovered that she squeezed ugu, and she discovered that it's different from the ugu she squeezes here. And then she saw that this one was thicker, greener, and this, and she was like, but it's not the same this thing. So this one now, because this is direct, like you said, from plants to the table. You know, some people will say, okay, no, let's cut it before we wash it, before we this. And people say, no, put it in your house. So now I understand why everybody needs supplements. Okay, so as we round up the show, your last word to our viewers on why supplements are good for the system.
Okay. Supplements are very, very good for the system. And I will recommend that everybody should have at least one supplement inside their car, or their office drawer, the dining table, so as to cover up for this nutrient deficiency that is lacking in our diet.
Okay, you've heard it from our guests. So whatever you're doing, make sure you have one particular product of supplements you're taking that contains everything you need. I just got something very important. Men, you need calcium. You're young, you're old, you need calcium. Women too, it's very important. You need calcium. So for those of you men that work without any supplements, you're waking up, you're taking one shake per now go convert that money, buy product, buy supplements, and be taking. Thank you very much for being a part of Family and Values this morning. Okay, so we have from Vigil Industries. Okay, we have Vigil Coffee and Vigil Water for you on behalf of Family and Values. Thank you for being a part of our show this morning. While you're talking about supplements, we also want you to take water and then energize a little. Thank you so much. Thank you for being a part of the show this morning. Really appreciate your coming.
Thank you.
Okay, you've heard it from our guest this morning. Whatever it is, don't complain about their amounts. Make sure they are the ones you can afford. Trust me, they are supplements for everyone. Go out there, pick one. You need calcium. Ladies that want to look younger, fatty acids are perfect for you. For those of us that want to look ever young, baby for life, you know. Now I understand what I need for my body and how to go about it. Thank you very much for doing justice to that topic. Okay, tomorrow is Friday. Yeah, I'm kind of excited. I will be discussing cohabitation. Okay, I know the single ones, the Gen Zs are going to say, why this topic? Don't miss it tomorrow. Come here. Let's have this conversation tomorrow. We'll have that conversation here. Our guest to be in the studio to do justice to it. Thank you very much for being a part of Family and Values this morning. We really, really appreciate this conversation. Is on YouTube, is on our Facebook. Go there, you know, share, like I used to say. Share these topics. Don't keep it alone. A topic like today's one is something you need to share on our platform, and God will definitely help you as you do so. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. My name is to remain Joy Abri.